Rockstar has never once had to fight for your trust. 25 years and you just bought the game. No debate, no hesitation. The logo alone did the selling. That's the kind of loyalty most companies would kill for. But right now, in the middle of the single biggest launch this industry has ever seen, Rockstar is lighting fire after fire after fire, and I don't think even they realize how many are burning at the same time. Stick with me here, because once you see all 6 of these stacked together, you're going to understand exactly why I'm calling this what it is. The silence that's testing everyone's patience. Let's start with the wait itself, because this is the fire that's been quietly burning the longest. It's been over a year since Trailer 2 dropped, and to this day we have not seen one single second of real gameplay. Not one clip, just cinematics and character bios, while millions of us sit here refreshing timelines like idiots. Fans on the GTA subreddit have started saying something wild, that even when Trailer 3 finally lands, some of them won't even care anymore because the wait itself has drained the excitement out of it. One fan put it bluntly, saying even if it dropped that same day, going a year and 3 months without it is depressing on its own. Think about that for a second. Rockstar built an entire empire on controlling hype perfectly, dropping trailers at exactly the right second to break the internet. This time that same silence is starting to work against them. The price tag setting off alarms. Now here's where things really started heating up. Rockstar dropped the price and the internet basically caught fire instantly. $79.99 for the standard edition, $99.99 for Ultimate. That is officially the highest price point a mainline console game has ever launched at in the history of gaming. Reddit threads blew up within hours, calling it greedy, calling it scummy, and honestly a lot of you reading this probably felt that gut punch too. But here's the part that should actually worry you even if you don't care about the extra $20. Analysts are already saying that if this price sticks and GTA 6 succeeds anyway, every single publisher in the industry is going to follow Rockstar's lead within a year. That means this fight isn't really about what you pay in November, it's about what every AAA game costs for the next decade, and Rockstar just lit that fuse for the entire industry, not just themselves. The box with nothing inside it. And just when you thought the pricing outrage would calm down, Rockstar poured gasoline right on top of it. Turns out the physical edition of GTA 6 doesn't come with a disc. You open the box and there's just a code sitting inside. Nothing to lend your friend, nothing to resell when you're done, nothing to hand down the way some of us got handed San Andreas by an older cousin. One fan wrote something online that genuinely stuck with me, saying the day Rockstar's servers go dark, so does your copy. That single sentence basically became the anthem for a real movement now called No Disc No Buy. And this isn't just keyboard warriors typing into the void either. Actual retailers are pushing back. Some are reportedly considering refusing to stock the game entirely because a code in a box completely kills their resale and collector business. But it doesn't stop there, because Ultimate Edition owners get access to 5 entire in-game shops that Standard Edition players will never even see. Real locations built into the actual map, locked behind an extra $20. For a franchise that built its whole identity on giving every single player the exact same world to explore however they wanted, that right there is Rockstar quietly building walls inside their own game for the first time ever. The culture war Rockstar walked straight into. Now let's talk about the fire that's honestly been simmering the longest out of all of them. GTA 6 introduces Lucia as a full co-protagonist standing right next to Jason, the first time this franchise has ever centered a female lead in its entire history, and that single decision split the fanbase almost instantly. A loud chunk of fans started calling the whole game woke, pointing to Lucia's casting, reports of internal diversity training happening at Rockstar, and the departure of longtime writer Dan Houser as warning signs that the series might be losing the edge that made it legendary in the first place. But just as many fans pushed back immediately, and honestly they've got a point too, reminding everyone that GTA has always poked fun at modern culture. From Ballad of Gay Tony over 15 years ago straight through to the political satire baked into every single radio station and billboard since GTA 4. And here's what makes this fire so dangerous for Rockstar specifically. They haven't said a single word publicly about any of it. This debate has been running hot online for over a year now with complete silence from the studio, which means no matter which direction the final game actually lands on, one entire side of this argument is going to feel completely blindsided the moment it releases, and that kind of blindside always turns into the loudest backlash. The millions who won't even get to play it. Here's a fire almost nobody's talking about yet, and trust me, this one's real. There's still no confirmed PC release, meaning day one is console only for everybody who doesn't own a PS5 or Xbox Series X. Take-Two doesn't even sell games in Russia anymore, so that entire market is locked out no matter how badly people there want in. And over in Australia, strict online safety laws could force Rockstar to roll out actual ID verification just to access GTA Online, with reports floating around round of potential fines north of $35 million if they don't fall in line. None of this is officially confirmed by Rockstar directly, I want to be honest with you about that, but the pattern speaks for itself. A game being built to be the single biggest entertainment launch in human history is simultaneously locking out entire countries and entire platforms before it even releases. And that's a bet most studios would never dare to make. And this last one might honestly be the most dangerous fire on this entire list, because it's the one Rockstar can't control with a press release. Right now, during the single most critical crunch period of this entire project, developers at Rockstar's UK studios are actively organizing to unionize. Some developers have gone on record saying crunch is basically written into their contracts at this point. That's how normalized it's become. Over 30 employees were fired last year, and those workers claim it was direct retaliation for trying to organize in the first place. If that situation boils over during this exact window we're in right now, this stops being a marketing headache and becomes something way bigger, a game that could ship rushed, buggy, or delayed for a third time, and we all know what a third delay would do to this fanbase's patience. So add it all up with me for a second. A price nobody asked for, a disc that vanished into thin air, walls built inside the world itself, a culture war Rockstar refuses to touch, entire countries locked out before launch, and a workforce standing right on the edge of a strike during the most important stretch of development they've ever had. Any single one of these would be a real problem for a normal studio. Rockstar is somehow carrying all 6 at the exact same time, and they're betting that 25 years of loyalty is strong enough to absorb every single hit without cracking. I genuinely don't know if that bet pays off. Comment below and tell me which one of these 6 fires actually worries you the most, because I read every single one of them. And subscribe, because the second Trailer 3 drops, I'm coming straight back to break down whether Rockstar actually put these fires out or just handed themselves a bigger explosion.